Swastiastu. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our company Mafina Tours and Travel, I wish you selamat pagi dan selamat datang di Bali. It is our common greeting to greet you. It's mean good morning and welcome to Bali. First of all, let me introduce our crew bus. Our driver for today is Mr. Ketut and Mr. Murtha as a professional assistant. And the last but not least, myself. My name is Putu Rusmita Sari, but you can call me Missy for the simple. I am pleased to be your guide and hope you will enjoy this tour. If you have any question and request, just raise your hand please so I can help you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our program schedule for today, we are going to Kartagosa Park. In there you can see culture, architectural building, history and anymore. Around 1 hour, we are arrived at Kartagosa Park, and you are given approximately 3 hours to enjoy and get to know about the Kartagosa Park. Now, I will describe a bit of Kartagosa. Kartagosa is located in Klungkung Regency, precisely in the town square of Klungkung. Kartagosa is close to the traditional Klungkung market, where we can buy Balinese traditional clothes, ceremonial facilities, prayer equipment, vegetables, and bread. Kartagosa, along with other buildings in the Klungkung Kingdom complex, were built in 1686 or at the end of the 17th century by Ide Wagung Chambe, the first king of the Klungkung Kingdom, who managed to quell the rebellion of Igusti Agomaruti at Keraton Gelgel. This rebellion caused Bali to split into several kingdoms, namely the Kingdom of Klungkung, Badung, Gianyar, Tabanan, Mengwi, Negara, Leleng, Karangasem, and Bangli. In 1908, the Klungkung Kingdom was attacked by the Dutch troops at the current location of Kartagosa, and immediately after the attack, Kartagosa was replaced as a customary court by the colonial government at that time. To maintain the honor of not wanting to surrender to colonial rule, the king Ide Wagung Chambe, the last king of the Klungkung, decided to fight for Puputan, outward, where children and women also participated in the battle. Even the crown prince of the Klungkung Kingdom, who was still 12 years old, also died in the battle. The Dutch won the battle because the weapons technology of the Dutch army at that time was far more advanced than the weapons of the Klungkung Royal Army, which only had creese, a spear, a few rifles, and a cannon. The Klungkung Kingdom was the last kingdom in Bali to be conquered by the Dutch after the Badung Kingdom was conquered in 1906 at the Battle of Puputan Badung. With the subjugation of the Klungkung Kingdom, Bali was finally fully under Dutch control. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are arrived at Kartagosa Park. For the first time, we will see culture of the Kartagosa. As a farmer kingdom, is it only natural that Klungkung has many relics that are currently a tourist attraction? One of them is Taman Gili Kartagosa, a cultural heritage of the Klungkung Semarapura Village. Kartagosa is one of the tourist objects in Bali, which is full of historical value. The location of this building is located in the middle of the heart of Klungkung City, adjacent to Klungkung Royal Village, which was the center of government in the Old Kingdom era. Kartagosa comes from Sanskrit, which consists of two words, namely Karta and Gosa. Karta means good, noble, safe, peaceful, happy, and prosperous, while Gosa means cold, nouns, and birdcage. So Kartagosa means a place to announce good thing or thing to achieve peace and prosperity. Kartagosa can also be interpreted as a place for the king to hold deliberation regarding peace and welfare for the kingdom, which include the fields of security and justice. The meaning of the Kartagosa building is inseparable from its relation to the royal palace, which includes element of recreation, joy, luxury as a monumental artistic element of a kingdom. In Kartagosa, there are three main buildings which are the main attraction, namely Pemedal Agung, main door of the kingdom. Number 2, Taman Gili, Balinese traditional building surrounded by a pool. And the last is Tabalikosa. In addition to the three more buildings, there are many buildings that to be more than three buildings. So the building is Kartagosa Museum and also the Puputan Klukung Monument, which is located in front of Kartagosa Tourism Object. This is Pemedal Agung. Pemedal Agung is located in the west of Kartagosa, which really exudes the cultural heritage of the valleys. Pemedal Agung is the main key to the Klungkung Royal Complex. Pemedal Agung also contains the artistic value of the Balinese traditional architecture. This gate has functioned as a support for the throne holder power, Merkanimus Dewa Agung. It Klungkung for more than 200 years, from 1666 until 1988. Number 2, Balikama Taman Gili. Taman Gili looks unique because the design of the building is characteristic by a typical 17th century Balinese royal building and is also surrounded by a pond containing various skin of fish and types of aquatic plants. To be able to enter Taman Gili, we have to first trek to the bridge. On the ceiling of this Bali Kaman, there is a puppet painting with the term origination from the story of Kakawin Ramayana and Sita Soma. And in the morning until noon, there are usually a craftsmen and fans who share their knowledge. And this is a Bali Kartagosa. Bali Kartagosa is younger than Pemedal Agung and Bali Kambang Taman Gili because it was built in the late 18th century. Bali Kartagosa also has painting of puppet figures on the roof ceiling. In its hall, there is a golden carved table and 6 chairs. On the chair whose arm is marked with a lion is the seat for Regent King who acts as the chief judge. The chair with the ox arm is the seat for the pastor as a law expert and advisor to the king in making decisions. And the chair with the dragon symbol is the seat for the kancha as the registrar. Meanwhile, the people who are about to be tried, either as defendant or plaintiff, sit on the floor cross-legged in demeanor and manners. The other buildings in Kartagosa are in the Samarajaya Museum and the Puputan Klungkung Monument. In Samarajaya Museum, you can see historical objects, photos of the royal family at the end of the reign of the last king of Klungkung before the Dutch invasion, and there are also cowries, spears, cannons used during the Puputan War. Number 2, Puputan Klungkung Monument. In this monument, we can see the stories, the past that tell that the social, political were conditioned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all about our program schedule for today and some information about Bali, especially Kartagosa in Klungkung. Hope you enjoy this tour with our company. On behalf of Indo Tours and Travel, I wish you happy and thank you for your attention and for the participant. Before you leave the bus, please check your personal belongings. Thank you and see you.